Thanks for joining me today. I want to share a little thought with you each day and pass on some wisdom and encouragement and just kind of hang out together during this crazy time that we're in. It's certainly an unprecedented time. I can't think of anything that we have been through exactly like this storm we're in right now. I keep being reminded of an old song they used to sing at my church when I was a kid. It was called "Till the Storm Passes By," and it said, "God, keep me safe till the storm passes by." And I'm believing God is doing that and will continue to do that in our lives as we walk through this storm together. The Apostle Paul went through a storm in Acts chapter 20, and I think there's a whole lot we can learn from his storm that he walked through. He was sailing on a ship. He was actually a prisoner on a ship, sailing eventually to go to Rome to stand trial before Caesar himself. And during this time of sailing, they encountered this incredible storm. It says in Acts chapter 20, verse 27, Paul wrote about the storm, and he said, "This storm raged for many days." It said the storm was even blotting out the sun and the stars until at last all hope was gone. I think about that. In their day, obviously they didn't have GPS, and this was uncharted territory to begin with. They didn't really even have a map of where they were going. The only thing they had to navigate by was the sun, the moon, and the stars. But Paul said this terrible storm blotted out even those things. They did not have their normal ways of navigating through a storm or through any situation. And I thought that so parallels our day today. Our normal ways of navigating life have just all been disrupted. Our schedule has been disrupted. I mean, do we even know what day it is? Somebody said, I laughed about it on Facebook the other day, somebody said there are only 3 days of the week now: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I'm not used to missing church on Sunday. I'm not used to being at home this much. Our schedule's been terribly disrupted. Our finances have been disrupted. I know many of you, your financial situation has been, to say the least, disrupted just in the past week or so. I've talked to some people who've been laid off, talked to people who've been furloughed. Many of us have seen salaries reduced or cut back during this time, and you're struggling. Your financial world has been disrupted. Our relationships have been disrupted. I miss so many of you guys that I get to see on a regular basis. I just miss going to church. I miss seeing everybody at the office like I normally do. It's been a disruptive time, and a lot of things that I usually navigate my life by are missing now or obscured by this crisis we're in. I want to encourage you today, hear me on this. Storms pass. Storms come into our lives and storms go away, and this storm is going to pass. We are going to get through this. Secondly, I want you to hear this. We are all in this together. You're not alone. You may be in a situation right now where you feel like you're the only one facing this. Everybody's facing this disruption. And that's one of the good things about this. Around the world, we are coming together to help each other. So you are not alone. Don't think that for a minute. We're here together. I want to encourage you with this, though. Make sure you're on the right ship in this time. The good news about Paul's journey and the good news about his storm is that he and everybody on board the ship with Paul survived. And I believe they survived on that ship because they were on there with Paul, who was following God's wisdom. Over the next 3 days, I'm going to unpack for you 3 principles that Paul used to sail through this storm. He made it through. He made it out of this storm alive. And if we will walk in God's wisdom, we're going to make it out of this storm as well. So be encouraged today. The storm's going to pass. You're not alone. Just make sure you're on the right ship. You can subscribe to these videos by hitting that subscribe button if you want to join us over the next few days. Again, for the next while we're shut in together, I'm going to be giving a few brief thoughts just to try to help you through your day and help you navigate this storm. So join us in the next 3 days. We're going to learn something. We're going to gain some wisdom from God. Thanks so much.